Thank you, Chair, and thanks to the Commissioner for his update. The ALDE wholeheartedly supported your interventions or your initiatives in the case of Poland. We feel it was the right thing to do, but we also now expect you to follow through. And that is very difficult. We recognise the position that the European Commission is in, and yet not acting is simply not an option. We're talking about violations of Article 2 of the treaty, not whatever article about fisheries policies. No, we're talking about the very core. And you're the Commissioner who always says the EU needs to be big on big things. Well, this is a big thing. So I don't think intervention is optional. It's not a choice. It is a duty of all EU institutions. There you are right. Council, Commission, European Parliament. Yes, I'm coming to that. I won't disappoint you. But I do feel that the Commission cannot shy away from its responsibility here. Because the next step, dear Commissioner, and you will have my full support, I assure you, is to trigger Article 7.1, and I'm very happy to argue in this House for a resolution of this Parliament calling for the very same thing, because yes, you're right, the European Parliament too should take its responsibility. Now this, I understand when you're saying yes, but we don't have support, sufficient support in the Council. But that's the problem of the Council. Let the Council then explain why they fail or refuse to uphold the treaties. At least the Commission and the European Parliament should stand side by side in defending, upholding the values. Two final remarks, Chair. We are talking a lot about the Constitutional Court, but we all know that that's not the only problem. If only, and I mean, you refer to it in your statements as a systemic risk. That is very, very serious. But we're also talking about freedom of the press, freedom of assembly, freedom of expression, women's rights, and a lot more. Asylum policies. So, you know, there's really an image here which is extremely concerning, and we have to act, because otherwise we set a precedent. Finally, I agree on one aspect with the previous speaker, and that is the fact that all member states have to be treated equally, because that will also protect us from allegations that we are being politically motivated or unfair. And that is why this Parliament has called for the so-called DRF Pact.
Sophie,
yes, I'm finishing my sentence, Chair. There are more than half of member states who are actually supporting such an initiative. You'll be surprised. So I really hope that you will reconsider your rejection of our proposal, or your failure to embrace it. Work with us, work with the member states who are willing, and come up with a system for the future that will avoid the situation we're seeing now in Poland. Thank you.